And so there was a, I mean, I wrote an article. I don't know if you had a chance to check it out. The user fudged experience article, and it was a story that a friend of mine, Gordon, who again I hope to get him on the podcast at some point in the future. He told me about how you figure out these experiences. I'm not sure. Maybe I have mentioned this to you. So there was like McDonald's were trying to create a new milkshake. Because they thought that we want to make a much more sweeter milkshake. And here's the thing: when you already have this predefined idea and you take it to a usability study, what are you going to do? You're going to make all variations of milkshakes, some sweeter than the others, and then you go to people, which one is the sweetest one? And they're going to tell you which one is the sweetest one. They're not going to tell you what they actually need. So McDonald's, like, they did the study, they got a sweeter milkshake, but they didn't see any cell change. So then they hired like a consultant, Clayton, I believe his name was, something. And he basically sat in a McDonald's like 18 hours a day and just observed what people were doing, seeing what the behavior is. And what he found was between the time of 6:30 and 8:30 in the morning, that's when most of the milkshakes were being sold, which was like, what's going on? And so he actually started pulling people up on the second day and goes, why are you buying this? And they were a bit sheepish, kind of embarrassed to say, well, listen, I've got a long commute in New York to get to work. I need a breakfast, but I don't want something that's going to be consumed straight away because I know I'll get hungry at 10 o'clock. So I want something that will be slow for the hour-long commute. And the best thing, or as he describes, getting the job done was a milkshake, because you can't drink it, it's too cold, it's really thick in the straw. And so basically they were hiring the milkshake to do a job of breakfast because there wasn't much alternative at that time in the morning. And that was the epiphany moment. So, okay, McDonald's, you're solving the wrong problem. You're trying to think, how do we sell more milkshakes? You first have to understand why are people hiring a milkshake in the first case. And so they brought the ice cream machine closer to the front to make it easier to sell, so people can, all right, it's just there, I can buy it really quickly because morning commute. Then they started introducing the breakfast bars and the breakfast shakes and whatever, and they saw like sales go up sevenfold. So to take it back to the e-commerce stuff, you have to observe what people are doing. Sometimes like this, design sprints are great, and like those workshops, when you definitely know what the problem is and you want to test what the problem is and come up with a step-by-step usability solution. What they don't do is tell you why someone's necessarily doing something. And like ethnographic studies is where you observe people, which take a long time. And so the experience of me going through this massive retailer, no one actually observed people going, like, from my opinion, it didn't look like anyone was observing anyone from different backgrounds buying stuff day in, day out. And so if you really want to understand what people are doing, you have to observe them. Like, surveys are good on scale, but they'll show you what's going on. They won't tell you why. Face to face, you'll be able to explore why, but you can't do them on scale. So ethnographic studies over a period of time, I think, are really useful from that point of view.